Well, hello and welcome back. Thanks for coming back. Where are we? That's what you're wondering. Well, there's a little sign on the side that says Paphos, P-A-F-O-S. Some people spell it that way and some people spell it P-A-P-H-O-S. And there's other ways as well. But anyway, if you're a local, it's pronounced Paphos. But of course, if you're a foreigner and you are Godfather, as Miss Gracidi out of Booth says, you say it as Paphos. Simple. There you go. We're in downtown Paphos. Sit back and relax. We're heading towards the downtown ghetto Paphos now. You never know. If you're very, very lucky indeed, I may take you down to the harbour and show you a truly, truly spectacular view out across that blue Mediterranean Sea. Because that's what it's all about. If you're coming to Paphos, whether you're coming for a weekend, a fortnight, or perhaps the rest of your life, what you're looking for is a little bit of fun, a little bit of sun, and a little bit of, well, what, food and alcohol, and maybe some romancing and that little bit later. Who knows? But keep coming back to the little channel known as Marika and me. Well, one thing's for sure, you're going to get a lot of lunacy, a lot of stupidity, and now and again you might get to learn something that no one else has taken the time to show you. On the left hand side for a bearing, that's the Lidl supermarket. So that's downtown Tomb of the Kings area Lidl supermarket. On the other side of the road is the Venus Beach luxury 5-star hotel. So if you're looking for a beachside hotel, that could be the one for you. If you want a prawn or two, well, pop into this place on the left hand side, ask for Jimmy, and I'm pretty sure he will murder a few prawns especially for you. Now, what's that place there? Ooh, that's a benzene station, that's a petrol station. Or if you're watching from America, that's a gas station. I wonder what the price of benzene is today. The rumour has it, it's about €1.52. So in pounds, that's about £1.40 per litre. And of course, if you're in downtown New York, that's probably around about 160. But of course, their litres and gallons are not the same as ours, are they? An American gallon is smaller than a British gallon. Yes, there you go. See, now and again, you can learn something on the little channel known as Marika and me. I know I'm an idiot, more often than not in a blue hat with a pair of sunglasses, but luckily for me, I managed to convince the most beautiful woman in the world, Miss Gracidi Labouf, to fall in love with me. And guess what? We've fallen all in love with you, and we want to meet all of you. And if you are in the downtown Paphos Harbour or Promenade area, why not come over and say hi? If you see us, pop over and say hi. If you see us sitting in a restaurant or a bar, whether we're on our own or whether the world is sitting with us, please come over and say hi. It melts our hearts and it takes straight through to our soul. And we love meeting everyone. We really, really do. So please come over. If you want a KFC, perhaps pop into there. Miss Andrea, Mr. Mart, especially for you. You want to hire a car? Well, there you go. There's a few to hire there. There's a few these buggy things as well, isn't there? There's those buggy things. But if you're on those buggies, please be careful, because it's very, very easy to get yourself into trouble, those, especially when you're off-road and one wheel's got no traction and one wheel's got traction and you spin, and well, there you go. Things can go wrong and they can turn over, and I think you know what I'm talking about. So please be very, very careful indeed. Come to Cyprus and have a great holiday, and please be careful, and should we say, don't act like an idiot, shall we say, and then at least then you'll be going home safely. Come out and have a good holiday, and the plan is to come back again and again. Tomb of the Kings bus terminal, that's that on the left hand side. We don't know what's going on. The rumour has it now they're not even going to open them up until the end of the year, but hey, who knows, things change. Tea for two, if you want a great breakfast, that's the place for you. And I think tea for two on the Tomb of the Kings Road is probably the better of the three restaurants. It's that little bit more relaxed, if you understand me. It's busy, but it's not frantically busy, and of course it's got quite good parking, and it's probably one of the first places I ever went to eat when I was in downtown Paphos 15 years ago, and made friends with the manager. He's moved around a bit in and around the tea for two restaurants. They've got three of them, you understand, but he's now back at that restaurant, and he was only telling me the other day that he's looking forward to retiring. I'm getting old, I need to retire in 3 or 4 years time, which well, I was shocked, yeah, because he's the same age as me, so we need to retire very, very soon. The plan, as some people know, is to retire in a couple of years, and the plan is then to go off on a new journey out to Marmaris, or Marmaris as I said, in downtown Turkey. And the plan is to open a restaurant bar, and hopefully things will go well, and you never know, we might even expand and open a hotel or two. Let's hope so. And every person in the world is invited, and as I say, your first drink is free. That's not bad, is it? But of course, once you arrive, we then attach a ball and chain to your ankle, so it's going to be very, very difficult for you to leave. And as Marika says, it's going to be called a long bar. Why is it going to be called a long bar? Because you're going to be staying a very, very long time indeed. Right, let's get down to the Cape of Paphos Harbour and show you the beauty and the spectacality of the blue Mediterranean Sea on a truly, truly spectacular day indeed. If you like what you see, want to hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of my madness. Now, there's a zebra crossing there. That was a roundabout. Normally I'd have stopped, but of course you understood there was an idiot in a goldy, bronzy, orangey BMW with a mobile phone glued to his ear, and now he's stuck up my bottom. But there we go. Rant over Mr. Andy. To be honest, why she walked in the middle of the road and then stopped, I don't know. Next time we'll run her over. Simple. Only joking. This road, if you want to buy a property, I think you understand by now, there's more estate agents, there's more realtors if you're from America, and there's more property sellers perhaps if you're from Europe. Familiar terms, I hope. This is where you want to come. Fitzgerald, he's there. You've got Ontario, I think is how you say it. That's a developer itself. You've got Chesterton's. That's an international British brand, isn't it? With offices all over the world. It goes on and on. If you want to buy a property, this probably is a street for you. But please take independent advice. The estate agents may be telling the truth. They may not be telling you the truth. Make sure it's got title deeds, and make sure you get an independent lawyer, solicitor to help you. And do all of your due diligence very, very carefully. Otherwise, you'll find, well, you've been tricked, shall we say. The temporary bus station is there on the right-hand side. This is the Paphos Harbour roundabout. And now we start our descent into the downtown Cape of Paphos Harbour area. And we've got a big car park here on the right-hand side. There's a further one a bit further down on the right-hand side. And if you keep going along this road and you go to the rear of the restaurants, there is a massive unmade-up piece of ground which is used as a car park as well. So there's probably parking for around about 600-ish cars, I would say. But of course, on a weekend, that's probably not enough. We'll let this family go across because I've got a feeling that maybe they may watch the odd Marika or me video. Two families of British people and a nice big thank you. And you never know, they could be superstars, couldn't they? They could be. Look at them. They're all having a good time. And they're all that little bit red on the shoulders, so they've only just arrived, perhaps a couple of days. There's Major Tom setting up. He's trying to entice you in with the ocean vision. That's their big one. That's Paphos Sea Cruises. If you're looking for a boat trip, that could be the man for you. There's Philotes, there he is, the man with the great tongue, and he's got a Jeep Safari with your name on it, so perhaps go and see him and he'll explain all the different trips there are. There's 4 different Jeep Safaris, and he's a nice guy, speaks pretty good English, and he's got a great tongue and a great personality. He's also in cahoots with the super glass jumbo bottom glass boat, €15 to go on a 90-minute trip with that. They also on certain days do a 2.5-hour trip, and that's €25, but that includes your lunch and all those kind of things. Here's the dude in the orangey car. Is the mobile phone still to his ear? No. Looks like a bit of a dude, doesn't he? He's down here looking for the girls, we can tell. There we are. We wish him luck, shall we say. And hopefully one of these days a policeman catches him with that mobile phone stuck to his ear. I don't know what it is with these people walking in the middle of the road. Obviously the sun must have got to their brains. But if you are driving in and around this area of downtown Paphos, please be very careful. You know, a lot of foreigners are walking around. They've been cooked by the sun, perhaps got a hangover or two, perhaps they're drinking now, who knows. But they don't really understand where they are, so they just step out straight in front of you. So try not to run anyone over. Not today, anyway. Don't destroy your day. Let's keep going. Let's go round this roundabout, and we're going to show you this road down here, which has reopened especially for you. So, if your name is Miss Deborah Rourke and you're wondering, can I park right outside the Basilica Resort? Yes, you can. Here you go, Miss Kim, especially for you. You were asking the other day, are these roads open around here? Well, they are. And you can now pull up right outside the Paprio Antonio supermarket, pop in and get a can of Coke, or stop right there outside the Basilica Holiday Resort and drop your suitcases off and all that kind of stuff. Then pop into Zoe's Leather. There's a brand new takeaway opened up there as well. Look at that. That's the Lighthouse Complex. Lots of people rent apartments up there. There's Chris Car Rental, and there's Chris himself standing there. A man with so much hair. He's a man who's got enough hair for 20 men minimum. So this road is open. At the moment, it's one way. Luckily, I'm going the right way. But you never know. Especially for you, I might go the wrong way. What do you think of that, Mr. Neil? How's that Keo doing? Lady Ali, get ready to give him a big slap on the back of his neck, because I've decided to do exactly what this taxi's doing. He appears to be going to come down or something. He's doing something, isn't he? Yeah, he's going to go the wrong way. So guess what? If it's good enough for him, it's good enough for me. There you go. Luckily for me, I do know the chief of police, and I do know the man who's in charge of Paphos as well, Mr. Photonis. So especially for you, I'm going to drive the wrong way down this street. There you go. But luckily, I'm only going one way, isn't it? There we are. That man went the wrong way, and the car ahead of us was going the wrong way. So there you go. Now you get to see this road from both perspectives. And of course, it's going to be good for the businesses because they've been suffering for a little bit, shall we say. The road's wide enough for two, isn't it? But rumour has it that the Mayor Photonis is probably going to start putting in one-way systems, more and more one-way systems in and around the Quay of Paphos Harbour and Promenade area, which, to be honest, is not a bad idea because, of course, it slows the traffic down, doesn't it? And at least the traffic is only going to run you over in one direction. So that's not a bad thing, I suppose. There we are. World first. There we are. I've driven this road the right way and the wrong way, especially for you. Now we want to go up the promenade, so this is actually the official diversion at the moment. It's to the rear of some of the shopping centres on the actual Quay of Paphos promenade, and we're now coming round the rear of the Papa Antonio supermarket. That's where we are, and we're going to join the promenade and drive up it the wrong way, especially for you. Big shout out to some of the stars who like to come back to watch the little channel known as Marika and me now and again. Dame Anna, well, she's our superstar, that's for sure. All the way from downtown Hartlepool. She'll be in Paphos very, very soon. We've got a girl in charge of all of the legalities, and she's in downtown Krakow in Poland. Her name is Miss Anna Starr. She really, really is our star. We've got a Viking all the way out in Denmark. What's his name? Viking Ronnie, yeah. He'll be sitting there with a cup of coffee and a piece of Melba toast and planning his next visit to downtown Paphos. We're going to man up in Scotland. He's in charge of all the policing on Marika and me. And of course, he's the chief superintendent of policing on Marika and me. And his name is Ronnie Miller. What's this Gumbaru doing now? Who knows, eh? I don't think you can go down there. I'm sure you can't. But he's having a big point. And what's he saying? Don't know what he's doing. The problem with Cyprus is most people don't actually give a care about anyone else in the world. What is this woman doing? No way. So she's decided that she wants to go and park where pedestrians are going to go. But there we go. You get to see it all on Marika and me, don't you? No way. You get to see it all, right? No respect for anybody else. So we'll give her a nice big blow of the horn. She still doesn't got any respect. On a mobile phone at the same time as well, by the way. There you go. And she was a local, just so you understand. That's why I give her a big toot. When you see those red plates, you always assume that they are tourists, but she was a local. And she deserved a very, very good toot, because she had literally no respect for anybody. There we go. Not only was she blocking the road, talking on a mobile phone and dictating to obviously one of the employees or somebody with no respect to open the barriers up, especially for her. If only we're allowed to shoot people who do stupid things. Well, I understand I'd be shot a few times, probably, but that lady should be shot live on camera. There we go. On that note, if you like what you see, want to hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness. This is a one-way system, by the way, and this is Bar Street, and that bar there is getting done up. It was called the Tropical Nights, and guess what? Yep, they put a new sign up. It's still called the Tropical Nights. If your name is Sally Bryers and you got a lady just before it, so your name is Lady Sally Bryers, there it is. There's the Flyers bra, especially for you. That's probably the best takeaway in the whole of Paphos. That's sitting there waiting for you as well. Notorious has now moved into its extension. It's keeping half of the old one, and they're opening a tattoo parlour next door to it. Well, that's what we've been told. So one of these days we'll go and collar the boss. We have met him in the past and ask him exactly what's going on, especially for you. There's a man in front called Mr. Daniel. How do I know that? Because I know his car, and we've met him many times in the Paphos Promenade. Nice guy, and if you go hunting back through our videos last summer, you'll see him there promoting various toys outside the gift shops on the downtown Paphos Promenade. I'm going to say thanks for watching. If you like what you see, hit the like, click subscribe, perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness. If you want to help us out, keep us afloat, why not buy us a coffee or two on the Buy Me a Coffee platform. Hunt us down in Google, Buy Me a Coffee, Marika and me, and of course you can buy us a coffee or two as a thank you, as a salute, as a motivation to make us do a special video for you. You can also join us as a superstar member on only €10 a month. Thank you to some of the people who have done it. Obviously, Lady Heather, Sir Steve, Lady Ali, Sir Neil, thank you very much. Sir Michael Crompton, thank you very much. The list goes on and on. There's far too many people to mention in one video. You can also help us out by hitting the super thanks on the YouTube platform itself. It's where you hunt us down, where you're going to hit the like and the dislike and all those kind of things. And you can make a contribution of $1 to $1 million, so I'm told. So thank you very much indeed. We'll see you again very soon. I'll let you enjoy the view outside the Alexander the Great Hotel and the Amarvi Hotel as we head in the direction of Rikos Beach and the area known as the Triangle. Thanks for watching.